All right. I don't know if you're back, if I'm on here or not. You guys let me know real quick. I screwed it up when I set it up. It's my bad. Let's see. Let's see if I. Looks like I'm not. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. Hang on one second. What do I have happening here? Let's go. Up. Content. Live. Show me live. Let's see. Live from Alaska. Okay. Well, that's there. That's working. But there we go. Some people are popping in here. Let me do this real quick. Copy that. Go back over here. All right. Let me get back over to here. I got 20 people in here. So something's working. Let me hide this vertical. I'm live. I screwed the whole thing up. I screwed the whole thing up when I got started. When I set it up, I set up two streams by mistake. And then when I deleted one, I deleted the wrong stream. My bad. I was all ready for this to be like absolutely perfect. So we got a bunch of people in here slowly but surely. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Yes, you guys got me now? Let me know what the audio and the video is like before I get started and we jump back into what I intended to start this with. Karen, member for 6 months. Awesome, Karen. 10 of 10, Blueberry Bogs. Thank you very much. Okay, before we get started, I set this all up. It was going to be freaking awesome today. It was going to be great. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Just when I think I have everything figured out, it turns out I didn't, and I screwed the whole thing up to start off the very first live with the Starlink satellite. So I'm a knucklehead. I'm an absolute knucklehead. Anyway, so sunrise is at 9:09 a.m. and sunset is at 4:28 p.m. for a total of 7 hours and 18 minutes of daylight here in Alaska. We're losing about 5 minutes every single day as that goes. Today's low was 13 this morning when I drove into town. The high is going to be 21. Kind of already hit it. We got snow expected later today. Matter of fact, it'll probably start during the live. And we're not expecting a whole lot of accumulation. Sunshine said she was going to get like 3 to 5 inches, but I didn't see that much for us. So we'll see what happens. I had a little bit of snow earlier today when I got back from the orange store. And I was working on the shed, working on shelving in the shed. And so it was kind of spitting a little bit of snow then, but not a whole bunch. Let me jump all the way back up here. Way back up here to say hello to everybody that jumped in. And again, so this was all my fault. I really wanted this to go off without a hitch. It hitched. Excuse me. First guy that jumped in. Awesome to see you, my friend. It is fantastic to have you here. Brenda Jones, glad to see you as well. If you made it over here. Sunshine, it is awesome to see you. She was canning potatoes all day. I was asking her if she's ready for the snow, and that's what she said. They're expecting 3 to 5 inches. Right now I've got, I don't know, maybe 6 inches of snow on the ground out there. It's real fluffy. It's been cold, but not really, really bad. Barbara Williamson, if you made it back, it is awesome to see you today. Beto, welcome, my friend. It is glad to see you today as well. Joseph, what's happening, Joe? It is awesome to have you today. Steve, what's up, Steve? I hope you're there with Christy. If not, maybe we'll see Christy in here later on. Scrolling through. I keep looking over there. Let's see if I can do this by looking at this screen. I don't have my glasses on. If I had my glasses on, it'd be a lot easier. And I'm these glasses, I mean, they work half the time. The other half the time, they don't. What was that? Oh, log falling on my wood stove. I got the wood stove fired up just before we got started today. All right, I'm going to keep looking over here. It's easier. Charles and Annalyn, welcome, my friends. It is great to see you today. Neighbor Todd, what's up, buddy? Good to see you as well. Trying to get caught up here. I didn't realize you guys had a typhoon, Charles. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Thomas Fry, good to see you, my friend. Awesome to have you here. Maryland Place, how are you doing today? It is awesome to see you as well. Michael, welcome. You are here on time for once, and I screwed the whole thing up, so that's on me, dude. Robert at Curmudgeon, what's happening, brother? It is awesome to see you once again. Let me know how often you do that Alaska podcast, because that was really interesting to watch. Robert at Curmudgeon has his own channel, and then I guess he does a podcast with other Alaska creators, which was super cool. I caught it earlier in the week this week. I think it was this week, but it was super neat to hear some different perspectives from people in different areas of Alaska. It was really, really cool. Canadian, what's up, Jerry? Glad to see you, my friend Marcus. How you doing, brother? Awesome to see you today as well. Ward, what's up? John's Touchpad, welcome. Glad you can make it. Renee, glad you could be here today. Hey, Ward, Renee was serious. Okay, Renee, I told Ward you were serious about the whole cabin building thing. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing great. But I can't measure to save my life. I'm an idiot. I'll tell you guys about it later on. It's funny. Basically, this week's video, I measured out that whole wall in the center. That was part of the thing that I did in this week's video. And I stood it up, and I didn't account for one of the studs. So I was 1.5 inches too tall on the wall, and then I had to I just notched the rafter out. It was much easier to do that. Same stupid move today, building shelves. I'll tell you guys about it in a bit when I get caught up here. John Feeney, what's happening, my friend? It is awesome to see you today. You want to come up and see the pup? Not right now. She's sleeping. She kind of got sick to her stomach today too, but I think that might be because she was outside playing way too much this afternoon with me. I was teaching her how to play fetch, and she was doing awesome. Art, what's up, brother? Great to see you today. Mike McKinley, how are you doing? It is awesome to see you as well. Waiting on snow, Mike. We're waiting on snow right now. Chris, how are you doing, my friend? Great to see you today. And I said hi to Karen. I'm saying hi again. Karen, guess what I saw today? One of the 2 eagles was back on the tree today. So, yeah, they're back. I did take a picture. I'll post it later, and you can go ahead and you can snag it. I'll put it on the community tab, the eagle picture, And just so you know, guys, when I share a picture on my community tab, feel free to use it. Just feel free to grab it and take it if you like it. I don't have a problem with that. But I'll post it for you, Karen, so that you can get it. Gary, what's happening, my friend? Good to see you today. Karen was a member for 6 months. If you want to know what that's about, hang on. I'll tell you about that in a minute, too. Blueberry Bog, welcome. Glad to see you today. Everybody says the audio was fine. I'm catching up. I'm catching up quick. There's Joe, there's Commotion, Michael Goodwin. Mike and Kelly, how you guys doing today, man? It's awesome in Henderson, Nevada. Very awesome to touch bases with you guys again. I've known Mike and Kelly for a long time, man. I've known these guys for a long time. Mike was asking how the snow was. I think I might have answered that. We'll answer it again. I got about 6 inches on the ground right now. We're waiting for the most recent storm to come in. It's got a little bit of wind with it, but not much, which is good because I don't have the window or the doors blocked off on the cabin yet, or on the shed yet. So I don't really want to have to shovel snow out of it. It'd be pretty easy. I could get rid of it with a broom. But yeah, snow on the ground, man. It's Alaska. Maybe I'll spin this camera around and show you what it looks like outside here in a minute. Oh yeah, Mike, don't worry about that. The shed is closed in. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm probably 4 videos ahead of where I actually am. Maybe 5 videos ahead of where I actually am right now. So I've already got firewood in the shed. The shed's already closed in. The roof's 100% intact. Everything's all closed in. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't get a door put over the wood shed side, and I did not put a door on the storage shed side yet. I'll probably just put a piece of plywood on hinges for that this year because I'm planning on taking the door in the cabin here and moving it out to there and getting another door for the cabin. But yeah, it's the whole yard's cleaned up. Everything's, you guys will see it as it progresses in the next couple of weeks. But I was well ready for the snow before it hit. I appreciate that. Squeeze me the thumbs up, right? If you do that, enough people do it during a live, then YouTube suggests the live to other people, and that just brings new folks into the fold, right? Blueberry Bog, Southeast Georgia here, soon to be on Kenai in 8 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, 17 hours, 42 minutes. Are you counting? Are you counting down? I'm thinking you're counting down. Another person I watch in Alaska on YouTube is Flat Tire Farm. They just passed 50,000 subscribers. That is awesome. I've watched them as well. They're nice people. They're wonderful people. But that is super cool. 50 grand. That is super cool. Wild Mountain Rose, welcome. Glad you can make it today. Brenda made it over. Thank you. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for anybody who's getting here late because Sean's an idiot and didn't set the stream up correctly. That's 100% on me. Terry Doyle, what's happening, my friend? Great to see you. Kevin Wright, glad you could make it today. Mount Pleasant, Michigan, 43 degrees. It'll get down to the teens tonight. Real cold, too. Keep up the great work. Will do, Kevin. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that. The ladies are doing fantastic, and Molly's asleep on the couch behind me right now. Yeah, she was out playing like a mad dog all day today with me, which was fun. Right, Michael? If it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. Yep, there we go, right? Richard Capel Sr., awesome to see you. My friend David Evans, glad you could make it today as well. Barbara, you made it. Good. I didn't know if you would see the message I left over there with the link to get here because I'm a knucklehead. I'm a knucklehead. It's me. Am I going to put a small wood shed or a small wood stove in the storage workshop side? No, I don't think I'm going to do a wood stove in there. I'm thinking about a diesel heater, but I don't think I'll do a wood stove in there. It's too small of a space, and it would be a real tiny wood stove, and those things are pretty expensive. So I don't think, I think we'll just end up with a diesel heater in there, and I don't know, honestly, that I'll be working out there that much in the winter because it gets cold. I mean, and it's only 2x4 framing on there, so the best I could get on there is probably R19 at the most. Maybe I don't think I couldn't get R21 in the walls. So no matter what I do, it's not gonna stay super warm. Henry Leslie, Vermont. It is great to see you, my friend. Awesome to have you here today. You know what? Let me hide that banner on the bottom right now because we've all seen it. Where are we at here? Oh, there you go. Just a joke, Sean. Saw in a couple of weeks. It won't look like Sanford and Son anymore, right? It doesn't. It does. Well, this part doesn't look like Sanford and Son anymore. The part over by the trailer, still a little bit of Sanford and Son. Stan, I'm glad you can make it, my friend. Awesome to have you here today. Sean, what do I do for a living exactly? I am the dairy manager at a local grocery store in Soldotna. So yeah, I work Monday through Friday. I'm the guy that orders milk, cheese, egg, yogurts, that kind of stuff. And I do that Monday through Friday every week, week in, week out. But I'm getting real close to being done with that. So that's what I do for a living, retail grocery. That woodshed sure is nice. Maybe I could live in it until my cabin is done. You'd only have half of it, and you'd have to move all my stuff out of the way. I don't know that there's enough room for your stuff and my stuff. Barbara, I moved back to Alaska. So I moved to Alaska originally in 1998. And I lived here from 1998 to 2001, and that was in the interior. I lived in Fairbanks. Um, and then I moved back up here in 2013, never to leave again. So, yeah, 2013 was when I moved back up. I lived in my motorhome and then a fifth wheel trailer on my buddy Will's property on the right next to his house, plugged into his house and everything. And then bought this property from him and his wife and moved my fifth wheel trailer out of here, lived in that for a few years, and then built the cabin. So yeah, I've been here since 2013. This time around. Diesel heaters are great. I have two with another on the way. I'm really Jay and Jen off grid. Jay just did a video on a cheap Vevor one for his little cabin, and it was pretty awesome. And I really got pretty focused in on that when I watched their video. So then I'd been thinking about it for a while, but then I started looking again. And I'm really thinking I might get one, install it in the cabin for this winter first. So I don't have to run the propane all the time. And then eventually just transfer that over to the shed when it's done. When I'm ready to heat that. What is the little icon next to your name? Well, Joe, I can't see it there, so I'm going to have to see if I can find it real quick. And let me tell you, I'm putting this computer through the paces right now too, folks, because I want to see how the Starlink connection does. So let me get over to content. I got to open up the video that we're on right now. Yeah. There we go. You scroll back up. Oh, it's gone. Okay. I don't know what it was, Joe. It is gone. I think I'll leave this window open and I'll come back and look at it if I need to for anything. So let me close that one down. We'll come back over to here. And it looked like it was gone when I got over there, so I don't know which one it was. I'm getting caught up. Great to see you as well, Henry. Awesome to see you. Barbara, I am 63 years old. I turned 63 in May. I'll be 64 in May of next year. And I'm in Funny River, Alaska, which is just outside of Soldotna, Alaska, on the Kenai Peninsula. So, yeah, it's about as much as I'm going to narrow it down. Okay, so Robert was saying I have an H calorie, does not use much power and burns 1.5 gallons in 52 hours on load. That was the one I was looking at. So I was looking at all the other ones, but that H calorie really looked interesting to me when I was reading up on it. So I'll have to touch bases with you on this because I really want to get something that I can leave on, and I could put the H calorie outside, from what I understand, and vent it into the cabin, and then I'll just run the 12-volt power out to it as well. So that way I don't have to worry about the pup. I get nervous with the pup with the propane stove, but other than laying in front of it, she stays away from it, which is awesome. Genova, awesome to see you today. Happy Sunday. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, this the H calorie one that Robert at Curmudgeon was talking about, they're not cheap. They're a little pricey compared to the cheap Vivors. The one on the way from H Calorie as well to do a review on, and it's smaller size but the same BTU. Oh, very cool. So Starlink, we'll talk about that real quick since Barbara's asking the question. So for those that join me on Friday, I kind of explained the whole situation. And for those of you that are joining me now that may not have caught the quick pop-up live that I did on Friday, I did that to test out Starlink. I bought it on Friday when I got off of work. So all of the equipment for Starlink, which is the dish, the router, and the power brick, cost me $279. So that's a one-time fee. Then it was $250 to get connected because I'm in a high demand area. Basically, it was just they wanted to make an extra 250 bucks. Makes no sense to me, but they got me for another 250 bucks. So that's a one-time fee as well. And now my monthly charge for Starlink is $120 a month. I got it because I was really having issues doing these lives, and I like doing the lives. I like hanging out with you guys. I like touching bases with folks. I like answering questions one-on-one like this whenever I can. And it was really the previous couple of times I tried to do a live, it was just a struggle to get it to work. My internet at the cabin here was 100% hotspot off my cell phone, and it just was not. Normally, it comes back every October. We go way down on the cell towers because of all the folks that come down here to go fishing. It really was struggling this year, so I just finally bit the bullet and said forget it. So because I have Starlink now, I can easily upload videos from the cabin all year long. I don't have to take my laptop into town to upload videos like I was having to do. Even as much as into October, I still had to do that. The last two videos I uploaded from the cabin here took me a minimum of an hour to upload. And it's just, I just don't want to deal with that. So the nice thing about the Starlink is that when I'm done doing what we're doing today and I'm done with the live, I'll just turn Starlink off. I'll walk outside, I'll grab the dish, I'll bring it back inside, and it'll be in here until I get ready to upload another video. I have it set up on a barrel. So the picture that I had, let's see if I could do this. There we go. I'm going to see if I can bring up this picture here, and I'm going to show you. Let's bring up an image file. And then, okay, so I'm going to bring up the live here and show you this. Okay, so this was the thumbnail for this week's video. And if you look, I have that big 55-gallon Blue Barrel drum right there. On top of that drum is the Starlink unit. And it's sitting in a perfect spot. I get almost zero obstruction, almost none, just by setting it up there. And I only set it there to see if it would work. So the nice thing is I'll leave the cable going outside and I'll just wrap the cable up in the trees, but I could just pick up the dish when I'm done and bring it back inside. So yeah, that is how I have it set up. I'm really happy. We'll see how it works out, but so far so good. Yeah, I went way on a tangent there, didn't I, Barbara? Scroll back down now. Yeah, I do. I got a puppy, and if you were on last week's or if you're on Friday's video, you got to see her. I picked her up, but like I said, right now she's dead to the world. She's absolutely asleep. She's crashed out. Oh, is that what you're looking at, Joseph? I think what I'm going to do is, since I have to go on Medicare at 65 anyway, or else you have to pay a penalty. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start collecting Social Security next year, and I can make a certain amount of money, so I'm going to cut my hours back at work, but I'll still be working enough to be able to have my medical benefits covered by work. And then at 65, I'll just pull the plug completely. So yeah, that's kind of my goal right now. So I'd like to cut myself back to about 3 days a week. And if I could do that, it would be fantastic. Craig, what's happening, man? Awesome to see you. Thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it. I haven't seen you come by the store lately to brag about how many dang salmon you're catching. Michael, that will be my problem. I know what's going to happen when I retire. I can't just sit in the house. I'm going to go ballistic. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love every minute of it. Well, you got 30 in snow. Nice. I keep looking out the window. We don't have any snow falling yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Oh, your Starlink's 90 a month, and they're sending you a free mini. Nice. The reason I didn't go with a mini is because the unlimited plan for a mini is more expensive than the unlimited plan for a standard. That's the only reason why I didn't go with a mini. And the reason for that is because the mini is designed to be moved to different locations to roam. So that's why I didn't go with a mini. I didn't want to have to deal with more money going out than I needed. But that's awesome that you're getting 90 a month. I know a lot of folks in Alaska were getting it for 90 a month, and then a lot of folks, they switched over to the 120. So hopefully you stay at 90. Yeah, yeah, you're in the bush, so that's probably why. That's why I want it to snow. That's why I've got so many things going on with this computer right now, is because I want to see if I can make it glitch. You guys let me know how it's been going. If it stays good, just let me know. But I want to see how it works in the snow too. My cell phone, I stream a lot of stuff to my TV. So like I just watch it on my cell phone and just stream it to the TV, and it gets a great signal as long as it's not trying to help a computer upload stuff to the internet. Art, thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Greatly appreciate that. Freaking awesome, my friend. Yes, Barbara, I do. So I'm a guy that's used the internet quite a bit throughout my life. I mean, a lot. I near where I used to before, but it's such a hassle to not be able to do a live like this. Or if I want to do a pop-up live in the middle of the summer while I'm outside at the barbecue, with a tri-tip going on and just hang out with you guys for a while. I can't do that because our our cell phone towers down here, which is the only way I could get internet before, are just way overtaxed during fishing season. So, and basically from late May until August, middle of August, good luck getting a decent cell phone signal. So yeah, I think for me it's going to be well worth it. Hike with Mike. How you doing, brother? From Florida. Awesome to see you today. I run into you quite a bit over at Jess Corbell's live stream. Oh, you live in the woods of Texas. I lived in just outside of Houston for a while. I worked in Houston, Austin, and Dallas. I worked for Randall's and Tom Thumb grocery stores as a bakery a bakery manager over all the bakeries in the state of Texas, which was a super cool job. And Texas was an absolutely wonderful place. Some of the best food I've ever had in my life was in Texas. Retiring at 62, I'm jealous. That's awesome. Al, the man on the street, the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, brother? Awesome to see you today. This is 2 days in a row I saw you because I saw you last night with Russell at Raspberry Rock on his live. Charles is saying Starlink in the Philippines is 35,000 pesos, then 3,800 pesos a month. US, it's 656 for the device and then $70 a month. Next time you're over here, just buy it at Home Depot and then take it back over with you, and then you only have to pay 279 bucks. I'm cheap like that. I figure that stuff out. I did not see or hear your Friday's video at all. Maybe I'll go back to it later tonight, check it out. Yeah, it's still there. Whenever I go live like this, I always save the videos. I always leave them. For folks that didn't get a chance to catch it live, and maybe I'll answer a question that they had during the live, or maybe they'll see a link on the side here of these other YouTube creators that are in Alaska, and they'll go check out their channel. I always leave them up. Oh, you rock, brother. Get your memberships, folks. Get them quick. Okay, we'll talk about memberships real quick. And so memberships are just a way that folks like you that watch the channel can show that you support the channel, besides watching the videos, giving the thumbs up in the comments and everything else. If you want to do a little bit more, you can get a membership for the channel. There's different tiers, but to be honest with you, I haven't really done the tiers the way I should do them. So everybody gets the same thing right now. The big perk that you get as a member of the channel is my undying thanks and affection for doing it. but whenever I upload a video, you get to see it the minute it's uploaded. So like last week, I uploaded Friday's video on Wednesday. Members can watch it the minute it's uploaded, and then everybody else gets to see it on Friday. So that's the big perk that you get right now if you be a member. Other than, like I said, I greatly appreciate the support. You folks on YouTube, you viewers, have been more than incredibly kind to me since I started this project. This idiot in Alaska started doing this, and it just blows my mind the generosity that I've had from folks like you guys out there. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Al. I'm trying to get caught up. Barbara D. It was 88 in West Texas. No frost yet either. Not at 88. Man. 88 would kill me. Oh, you're from Mass. Okay, there you go. You missed the snow, not the slush. I do not like the slush. First big snow of the year in Alaska, and everybody in Alaska forgets how to drive. Last snow of the year in Alaska, and everybody forgot how to drive again. But during the middle of the year, it's like a superhighway. It's crazy driving on the snow that we get up here. You have to pay $5 unless you activate it to travel, then you turn it on for a month. Yeah, so that's the other good thing about the Mini is you could do the standby for $5. And then whenever you use it, you just have to pay, which I think is super cool. I am blown away by today's technology, man. When I got Starlink, the first thing I heard in my head was the old modem, right? The 13.3 dial-up. Exactly. You can collect Social Security while you're still working up to 23,000. I think it's 23.4, but 23.9 could be it. Anything over 23.9, if every $2 you make over that, they take $1 out of your Social Security, which is what I'm looking at. So I thought it was 23.4, but it goes up every year. So that's what I'm looking for. Where am I at? Uh-oh. I hope Trudy didn't get stuck on the other page. Let me see here. Let me get back to studio. I hope she's not stuck on the other page, but if somebody would maybe type the link in there and share it with Trudy. Hey, ask all the questions you want. When I'm live like this, that's why I'm live, is because a lot of times folks want to ask a question, and sometimes this is easier for them to ask it here than it is by leaving it on a video comment, or something popped up after you watch the video and you weren't going to go back and just leave a comment on it after you've already done it. So if you got questions, folks, ask them. I will answer every single one I possibly can. Sean, what are your panels for the solar panels? Or what are my plans for the solar panels? They're going to go up on the front of the woodshed because I get great sunlight there. I'm probably going to leave 2 over in the field that my neighbor was so gracious to clear for me because I'm getting great sun on that. Yesterday I was making like 40 amps on those 2 panels alone. So I'll leave 2 over there, but then I have 4 more. That I'll mount up on top of the woodshed. So what I did was, so he's talking about a feature on the dish that will melt the snow off of your Starlink dish. So I went into my settings and I put it on automatic. So it will turn itself on. I've got it plugged into my A-Free power station down here right now. And with everything I've got running, the TV, the laptop plugged in, I'm running 110 watts out of the A-Free right now. So I know the TV takes about 30. So it's not drawing much power at all right now. I don't know how to do that. That's way beyond me, Karen. I'm lucky that I screwed up setting up the stupid live today. John, what's happening, my friend? Awesome to see you. Yeah, Friday was like an unannounced one, so I figured I did that so that I would know I could do this one on Sunday. And even though we went for an hour on Friday, I'll go for another hour with you guys today. Oh, here comes the snow. I love tri-tip. I adore tri-tip. That's one of my favorite meats to grill. I thought I just saw some snow, but I might have had a bird land on the roof and knock some off the edge of the roof. Big Family Expedition, welcome. It is awesome to see you today. Mike, this is the halibut capital of the world. It's just awesome to come up here and catch halibut. I love halibut. I have two daughters, right? And one, my oldest daughter, oh Dad, bring me down salmon, bring me down salmon. Okay, okay, okay. And my other daughter, my youngest daughter, I'm all, hey, you want some salmon too? She goes, yeah, Dad, yeah, Dad. And then she messages me and she goes, no, give my salmon to Brienne. I'll take the halibut. John, thank you very much, man. Greatly appreciate it. I might cook. I might record what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. I stopped off after the orange store today and picked up a nice New York steak from Echo Lake Meats. So I'm going to throw that in the cast iron on the stove and cook that up for dinner tonight. That, an avocado. There'll probably be mashed potatoes. It'll be yummy, yummy. Oh, very cool. We have no truck stops up here, none that I know of, anyway. David, I think I got that answer for you. If I didn't, let me know. And folks, if I missed a question that you had in the chat, then by all means ask it again. The second time, though, put it in caps so it jumps right out at me. If I've already answered it by the time I get to it, then I'll just skip over it. But I don't want to miss any questions if I can avoid it. I have. I kind of fluctuate. It kind of goes up and down for me. It always has. I was a fat kid when I was little. And then before I moved to Alaska, I was almost 300 pounds. And then I got on the low carb bit and dropped quite a bit of weight. But yeah, the last year, I've seen the weight come off and stay off, which I like, which is awesome. But I've had to buy new clothes because of it. I don't have a problem with that. But I can't wear the kilt because the kilt falls off me now. So I need to get another kilt. See Murphy, you want to see my puppy? Okay, you guys want to see a puppy? Let's see if I can make this reach. Molly, say hi. Say hi. Come here. Come here. Come up and say hi. Come here, cutie. Come here. Come here. No? She's all, no, I'm not coming up. I woke her up. That's all you're going to get right now. I'm sorry. JD, brother, what's happening? I hope you are well, and I hope your wife is doing well as well. Dude, it is awesome to see you. Great to see you live. Happy you got I got Molly with me. Yes, I do. I'm glad you made it over, Trudy. Christy, welcome. It is awesome to see you today. Is the hype button on? For this, I don't think there is a hype button for lives. I don't know. I'd have to look at it and see. I really don't know much about the hype button at all. It takes me forever to find it. It just drives me insane. Awesome. I love to hear that. I love to hear that, Renee. But don't take what I do for an example, because I screw a lot of stuff up. Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about Sean screwing stuff up. We'll use this opportunity right now to explain. Like I said in Friday's video, when I stood that wall up, it was 1.5 inches too tall because Sean forgot to account for a 2x4, a top plate. I counted for a bottom plate, but I did not account for a top plate. So today, right, I go to the orange store and I built my shelves, right? And I've got the shelves, I've got the frames for the shelves already mounted and in the storage shed. I go to the orange store and I pick up, I go, okay, how much plywood am I going to need? I go, okay, 3 shelves, I'll need 2 sheets. So I pick up 2 sheets of 1/2 inch plywood, bring them back, rip them perfectly down the middle. So they're exactly 2 feet wide because that's the width of my shelf, 24 inches. Did the math in my head, figured it all out. I slide the stupid sheet on the first one, and guess what I didn't do? I didn't account for one of the 2x4s again. So it's off by 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to have to do now is pull the front of the shelf off of the shelf, the front 2x4 off, cut 1.5 inches back, and then mount it back on again because I can't measure. I'm an idiot. Christy's been a member for 31 months. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You must have been like one of the first members I ever had, Christy. Robert says, we went in first Thursday in November to get some snow tires on, and don't you know, it started to snow as soon as we got to Talkeetna, and the Willow got 5 inches overnight. It was not a fun drive to Wasilla. Yeah, it can snow a lot up there, brother. It can snow a lot in that corridor. Thomas, thank you, my friend. Greatly appreciated. 19 days, 5 hours, 34 minutes till vacation in Fairbanks. Houston is still in the 80s. Man, Houston was a fun city. Of any big city I've ever lived in, I got to say Houston was the most incredible big city that I ever lived in. the greatest restaurants and food, the greatest. It seemed like every night a different bar had a different meal on sale. And for a $20 bill, I could get off of work, go to one of these bars, have 2 beers and a steak dinner for a $20 bill. It was freaking incredible. I loved Houston, and good food. God, good food. I've not worked since age 57. I'm now 63. You do get bored. I don't know that I would get bored, to be honest with you, because I have so many plans and so many things I want to do that I would just still not have enough time. You guys would probably get 2 videos a week, though. EcoWorthy has some nice trackers on sale. Robert's saying on the solar panels. I'm I'm more of a fixed panel guy because I think that I've got this kind of figured out. And I actually had to use the generator to top off the batteries like early in the week. I didn't have to, but I said, it was getting pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and use it. And then we had 2 days of sunshine, and it just blew me all the way up to 100% on my system. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how my panels are working fixed. Ellie G, what's happening, my friend? Awesome to see you. We're going to be showing viewers Christmas trees this year too. I am. So when you guys, I'll let you know right now. We'll just make the first announcement right here, right now. When you guys set up your Christmas tree, I want you to do me a favor, and I want you to take a picture of it and then send it to me at the Facebook page. And the link to the Facebook page can be found down at the bottom of every video that I have. There's a link to the Facebook group for Sean in Alaska. So when you get over to that group and you join the group, just send me a message with a picture of your Christmas tree. Or you can email it to me if you'd like. And the email link is also down below. I don't like saying it over the live or posting it in the side because then I get all kinds of spam emails. And lately I haven't been getting hardly any spam email, which is awesome. So get a picture of your Christmas tree, send it to me, and then I like to start these videos out and end these videos on the lives with Christmas trees. And then every video that I do at the end of every video is pictures of all of my viewers' Christmas trees. I love Christmas, and I love to see the different Christmas trees that everybody's got. They're just amazing to me. I've never seen an ugly Christmas tree. Every one is beautiful in its own way. I'm a Christmas freak. Josh, welcome, my friend. Awesome to have you here today. Barbara wants to know how big the property is. 1.4 acres, Barbara. 1.4 acres. It's a lot deeper than it is wide. It's probably like 4 times as deep as it is wide. So where my cabin sits is not even a third of the way back on the property. I've got a lot of property behind me. Genova's a new member. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. You know, Robert, I've had Copper River Red, and I've had Kenai River Red, and I've had Kasilof Red. To me, every one of them tastes exactly the same. Copper River Red has great marketing. It could have been that you just caught them, or that they caught them just as they were still coming in from the ocean, because that's when they're the best, man. Right when they, like when you're dip netting, when you catch those, oh my God, they're so firm. They're so good. But I have never tasted a difference in sockeye salmon caught anywhere in Alaska, including Bristol Bay. The Whittler, welcome, my friend. This is a great guy. This guy is a talented, talented man. You guys got to check him out as well. It is awesome to have you here. Maybe we can trade kilts, Sean. You have one that's too small. Robert, I've seen you. There's no way that at any time in your life you wore a kilt that was big enough to fit me. Hey, Sean, you want me to start sharing your videos on Facebook publicly? We had to get your subscriber account up there. Go for it, Mike. Do it, man. You guys feel free to do whatever you want to do when it comes to Sean in Alaska and his videos. I have no problem. You want to share them? Share them. You want to post them? Post them. You guys do whatever you want. I enjoy doing this immensely. It started for me as a way to show my kids what their knucklehead dad was doing in Alaska, because I have the 2 daughters. And now my grandkids watch the videos, which is just super cool to me. So yeah, do whatever you guys want when it comes to that. Right on. Kenzo the dog watches too. Very cool. CB was involved in a dying in a guitar strap. I forgot what time it was. Welcome, CB. Richard from Wales in the UK. How do you say that in the UK? Dulwich? I think that's how you say hello or thank you. That's like the only Welsh word I think I know. But I know some Welsh artists, some Welsh music. Just incredible. Okay, let me scroll down through here. I'm just trying to see, like I said, if I miss your question, you guys let me know. Well, you're bringing your kids and grandkids to the Inner Passage in June. I know it's a ways from you, but I know, dude, it's like a 3-hour airplane ride for me to get to Juneau from here. So I mean, it's not just a little ways. It's amazing how far that actually is down there. But you're gonna love it. It is incredible. One of my brothers, and my mom, before she passed, had taken that tour, and they said it's just phenomenal because they have huge trees, and it's like the cities are built right on the ocean. It's just phenomenal. I need to get down there and see it though. Donald Teague from Tennessee, welcome, my friend. It is awesome to have you here today. This live is just flying tonight, guys. 20 will get you one beer today. What are you talking about, dude? I'm using it to pay for Starlink. Right, Robert? Retired at 48 and work more now than he ever did and owned his own company. Now you work for free. You don't work for free, you work for your wife. Barbara wants to know, do I make a good paycheck from YouTube? Barbara, if I did, I would no longer be working my job at the grocery store. I do get paid every month. I've never lied about that. I get a check from YouTube, from Google, every month. But if it was that good, I'd be like Eric and Ariel at Simple Living Alaska. You'd see new equipment, new trucks, new four-wheelers, much more building. I'd have greenhouses, and I would not be going to Safeway every day to go to work. But I do make every bit I make helps, and every bit I make on there goes right back into the property, and so it's been fun. It's been nice. Robert, welcome, my friend. It is awesome to see you. Does it feel like it's going to be a real winter this year? So what's crazy is the last couple of Novembers have been a lot colder than this. I think we're gonna, from what I've read, I think we're gonna have a more mild winter, but we might have more snow. So we'll see. That first storm though, last year on Halloween last year I had a foot and a half of snow on the ground. Um, we didn't get our first snow until like the 4th or 5th of November this year, and that was only about anywhere from 5 to 8 inches. I think I got about 8 inches here. So I don't know. The weather's going to do what the weather's going to do. Hype can only be used on cell phones. Okay, I didn't know that, Trudy. Very cool. Hawberry Wine, welcome. Glad to have you here today. I think you're a new face. Welcome. Glad to have you in. Shout out Alaska. I saw a few adjustable wall brackets for solar panels a month ago. I will email you. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Charles. Very much like here, the Pacific Northwest, many people forget how to drive in the rain after the summer ends. Yep. I don't know how far behind. I'm not that far behind, it looks like. Losing internet and have to cook dinner. Thank you for answering my question. See you around. Definitely, Barbara. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today. Hope your dinner turns out wonderfully. Madhu Nanda, welcome. It is awesome to see you. It's good seeing you guys again, man. I've missed this. I have greatly missed this. Barbara, you as well. Take care. Enigmatic Witchin. I think I've watched more of you on TikTok than just about any other creator that I've seen, dude. Every time I'll be scrolling through TikTok, one of your videos pops up, and I just love it. I love hanging out on your river with you. It is awesome to see you. Alaska Frontier, how are you doing today? I've heard the sirens before when you were doing your videos to live near. Oh, so I live across the river from Sterling, Alaska. So if you're in Sterling, Alaska, and there's where the Moose River comes across the road there on the highway, and you're headed down towards Homer, if you like went right across the river and down the hill, down the canyon from there, that is on the other side of that river. That's where I am. So when you hear those sirens, they're coming from the Sterling Highway. it's really weird. Sometimes I can hear the traffic from the Sterling Highway like all day long, and then other days I can't hear it at all. But when we get cold and we get snow, then I can hear it a lot. But sirens, those are where you're hearing the sirens from. Because generally speaking, I'm way too far away from Funny River Road to hear sirens from there. So we're hearing them from the Sterling side of the Kenai River. See you, Ward. Are you saying I'm fat? No, I'm saying I'm fat. Diolach. Is that right? Diolach? Diolach. I'll figure it out. BL66, welcome. Good to see you today. Oh, to use hype, you have to tap 3 times on the phone. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try and see if that works because it always drives me nuts trying to find hype. And most of the time, when I'm watching a video on YouTube, I'm watching it on my phone or I'm streaming it to my TV from my phone. Who, me, Michael? I don't know. I think I have an incredible amount of subscribers. It blows my mind every single day that there are what 12,900, almost 13,000 people out there that want to watch this knucklehead who's never done anything like this do it. It just amazes me every single day. It blows my mind. Oh, have you? Right on. Very cool. Yeah, I after building the cabin and then building the shed, if I had to build another cabin, which I plan on doing, I'll do things a lot differently than I did with this cabin. I definitely will. I was really pleased how that shed's come out. It's really amazed me. Russell, what's happening, my friend? It is great to see you as well. You know what? I'm watching your video tonight with dinner. As I cook up my New York steak, I'm going to watch Russell get his buck. That's what I'm doing with dinner tonight. Angie, what's up? Beamer says, hi. You should have warned me that I wouldn't be late. You guys are popping in just as I'm getting ready to be done here. We're almost at an hour now. We're at like 52 minutes. Richard, have a great day, man. Thanks for popping in. Greatly appreciate it. What's my thought on bifacial solar panels? Well, as I own 6 of them, I think they're great. My solar panels are bifacial. They're 365 watt bifacial solar panels. And I have seen them go over the 365 with the sun, with the sun on the back, with the reflection. So I'm a huge fan of anything that allows more power through that panel. I love them. Miss Nisi, how are you doing today? Hi, Sean. Do you plan on building any other additions on your land in the future? So I kind of just said that, but I want to put a bedroom next year out this wall. And it's going to run the full length of the cabin. And I don't know how wide it's going to be, 10 feet or 12 feet yet. So it'll be like the shed. It'll be at least as wide as the shed and the full length that the shed is, because the shed's 24 feet long. And then I'd like to build 2 more cabins on the property, one for each of my daughters and their families, so that I'll build the shell. When they come up, they could finish the inside of it however they want. They could do whatever they want with it, but then they'd have a place to stay, or family would have a place to stay when they come up. So yeah, I plan on doing more building. Nice. Have I done that? Oh yeah, I stood on Exit Glacier, but it's pretty much melted all the way back until you get back into the Harding ice field. So I don't know if that counts. Suzanne, welcome. It is great to see you. How have you been? I'm telling you, this is super cool. Tori Otten, how are you doing from Pine Mountain? Like Pine Mountain Lake? Like outside of Groveland, Pine Mountain Lake? Because that's where I grew up. I grew up in Sierra Village, just above Sonora. I went to Somerville Union High School. So if that's where you're at, Pine Mountain Lake in California, then I know exactly where you are. Awesome to have you here, Tori. Black Ghost, how are you doing, my friend? Great to have you here today. I'm unhappy because you're living in Iraq at 3:54 in the morning. You know, I learned a long, long time ago, if you don't like where you're at, then you got to move. And that's where I was when I was in California. I did not like living in California, but I loved Alaska, so I just finally saved up enough and got out. Oh, Angie's got snow at her house. Okay, that's the first report. I'm still not seeing any snow outside here. If it is happening, it's super fine. Looking forward to see the shed completion, living that dream. Right on. I'm scrolling through now, guys, because I'm trying to make sure I get it out. Oh, Pine Mountain Club near Fraser Park. Okay, that's not. Did I misread that? Did I see Ontario? Was that ON instead of Pine Mountain? Oh, okay. Not Pine Mountain Lake then. Did I work up a total cost on the shed build yet? I didn't, but I have in my head a pretty good number, and I'm looking at like $6,000 from everything right now. It's under $6,000 to build the whole thing. To buy it would have been $20,000, but to build it was like $6,000, and I paid cash for the whole thing, which was awesome. Thanks for asking. The doors open as the weather is fairly. Rub it in, Suzanne. My doors are closed. Actually, hang on a second because I want to walk over and double check the wood stove. Oh. I don't want it to go out, even though I'm not going to burn it all night long. While I'm at it, I might as well turn off my heater because I don't need that anymore. Pretty good. I'm just going to throttle it down. There we go. Oh. Thought to myself, man, it's getting warm in here. It's 77 degrees upstairs. It's 73 down here. That's because I had the heater on and the wood stove was all the way up. All right, where's that here? So that was the cost on that. Okay, here we go. It's snowing in Kenai now. The teeny flakes so far, so it's on its way here. Oh, it's snowing out there now. Yeah, we've got small flakes out there now. I don't know if you guys can see out that window or not. Let's see here if I can hold this steady. Nah, you can't really. Yeah, you can't really see out the window. You can't really see if it's snowing or not. But it is. I'll get pictures of it for you. Right, John? $6,000 was not bad at all. I was adding it all up as it was going down, and like I said, when I built this cabin, I had an idea of what I wanted this cabin to be like, and then after building it, I learned that I should have done some other things different ways, and I've learned that there were other things that I wanted going forward. So I'm gonna accomplish that by adding the bedroom on and stuff like that. When I built the shed, I had an exact plan in my head of exactly what I wanted. So it went a lot faster and a lot easier. And I did most of the work by myself, even though like on the intro, you saw the guy in the blue shirt helping me out. That was my neighbor, Todd. Whenever I have stuff that is too big for me to handle by myself, I just give Todd a call and he comes over and gives, and jumps up there and helps me out right away, which is super awesome. It's great to have good friends like that. Dude, I love Alaska too. This is the most incredible place I've ever been on Earth. I went on vacation with my brother to Ireland in 2019, and he's from California, and everybody loves California, right? And I was from Alaska, and so we'd go places, and they'd say, "Hey, where are you guys from?" We're brothers, but we live in different towns. Well, where are you guys from? And my brother would say, "I'm from California." They'd be all, "Ooh, California! Oh my gosh, how do you?" And they'd say, "What about you, California too?" And I go, "No, I live in Alaska." And it got to the point where my brother said, "Okay, the next time we meet people, I'm from Alaska and you're from California." It's incredible. It's magical. Corgi, Alaskan Dream. It's now snowing over here in Nikiski, and now I can make some snow slushies with my cranberry juice you made this summer. Right on. Very cool. I need to make some snow ice cream or snow cream, I think they call it. It's a Canadian thing that I've never tried to do, but if we get some good, clean snow, I think I might give it a try. Looks like we are wrapping it up, folks. We're getting to the end of the hour, and I like to keep these things right at an hour so that you guys can get on with your life. I greatly appreciate everybody who stops by. I love everybody who watches the videos, gives me the thumbs up, leaves the comments, or just watches it, and doesn't say anything at all. The fact that you guys hung out with me here in this live for about an hour means more to you than means more to me than you will ever know. Again, I greatly appreciate your constant support and the encouragement that I get from you, and I just can't say thank you enough. We are getting to the end here. Let me see if there's anybody else that I moved here, right? Robert, people thought I was nuts for moving here from Florida. Same for me, moving here from California. Excuse me. Take care, brother. It is awesome. Awesome to see you. Thank you for popping in. You're getting here at the end, Matt, but you got here anyway. It's snowing in Utah too, but only in the mountains. Torrential rain in the valleys, though. I was late. Keep it going. Next week, I'll try and figure it out so that it works the way that it's supposed to work. I think that's going to wrap it up, folks. Thank you guys as well. I'm just scrolling through, making sure that we got everybody covered. Robert says, well, Sean, it's the first time I've ever catch you live. You work nights, so it's kind of hard, but you're right. Alaska's an amazing place. Can't we get right? Exactly, Robert. It's incredible here. Angie, we do. We definitely do. Alrighty, guys. Thank you as always for hanging out with me. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to let you go. I am Sean in Alaska, and I got to go get the dish out of the snow, although it seems to work fine no matter what. Talk to you later. Thanks, and bye-bye.